Hello, friends. It's me, Christiana Gaudet. It's Saturday. That means it's time for the Saturday Psychic Sampler, where you ask a specific question and I give you a specific answer. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I want to say a special thank you to Cassia for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Cassia is a member here, so she supports us on a monthly basis and has supported this broadcast with a super chat. So thank you. And Lisa Harmon, I want to say thank you to you for the same thing. Lisa Harmon is a member here, so we appreciate that. And she has just helped us out with a super sticker. Thank you. Really appreciate that. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you being members, and I appreciate your support. Thanks to everyone who's here. Special shout out to all the members. You can tell who they are because their name is in green. Also, thank you to the moderators. You can tell who they are because their names are blue. And some of the moderators are also members. You can tell that because they have a sun next to their wrench. If you're here for the first time, please do subscribe and make sure you hit that bell. We've got December events coming up. We even have next week, what day is it? We have Global Tarot Circle coming up. The link is already up for that, so make sure you check that out. It is Wednesday, coming up this coming Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, so make sure you join us for that. So let's get on to our readings. Here we go. Let's go over to Card Cam. Here we are. You can say, I am here. I am here with my weirdly disorganized Smith-Waite Centennial. Yay. All right. And it's beat up and it's disorganized, but it gives good readings. So let's do this thing. I will take people in the order that I see them. Specific questions only today, please. And starting with Nalini. No, you did not disappear. You are right here. Thank you for being a member. We appreciate you. Today is the deadline. How will things work out? All right. Do we have any idea deadline of what? What's going on? I don't know, but that's okay. Let us do the reading and find out. All right. And Rasta Empress, thanks for your kind words. Glad you're here. All right, here we go. Today is the deadline for Nalini. How will things work out? Here we go. I think good in a way. I think it's going to be fine. It's going to be doable. You're going to find a way forward. It's not going to be everything that you hope it is, but it'll be okay. So basically okay. Keep us posted. Smile Soul 20, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. The next question I see is from Nightwish. Glad you're here. I had this strange experience with this dead famous person I've never met. Do we have some sort of spiritual connection? Well, isn't that interesting? What was this experience that you had and why? Interesting. What do I want to say about this? Is it a legit spiritual experience? I think it is not so much about having a connection to this person. I think you want to look at this person's life, what you know about this person, what this person's biography teaches you, and see where there are similarities. Where there are similarities between you and this person in ways that aren't helpful and aren't healthy, and how you can find healing. It is as if you are having this connection because the two of you have some similar issues, and this is to give you an opportunity to avoid some of the problems this person had. All right, try that. And your aunt wants to know if she should stay or should she go. And you don't know what she's talking about either, right? And that's okay. You know, that's one of the great things about doing readings. Is it helpful to know the background? Sometimes. But sometimes it really is helpful just to get in there and give the answer without understanding anything, because we don't have to understand. The client has to understand. So, and in this case, the client, who is the aunt of Nightwish, wants to know if she should stay or if she should go. So, you don't want to go. I know that. But staying is hard. If you stay, it's always going to be hard. It's always going to be hard. If you go, it's going to be hard to go, but once you go, you are now free, and it opens you up in some positive ways. If I had to call it, I'd say go. Hey, Yolanda, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. I am having a meeting with my division director and supervisor for purposes of evaluation, work location, and hopefully a raise. What do I need to know and what will happen? Great question. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Excuse me. Okay. Overall, how will the meeting be? Good. Good. I think communication will be good. Go there. Don't go there. Do not over communicate, but be open in your communication and try to be part of a trusting situation between the two of you. Now, how will your evaluation be? I think the evaluation will be overall good, with some suggestions for correction and improvement. And you want to be very open to those suggestions, even if it doesn't feel right. You want to be open to it. You want to listen to it. Okay. Work location. I think there's definitely going to be some sort of a move. And it may not be a move you want, but it'll be a move you need. And will there be a raise? I think there will be a raise, not a huge raise, but a raise. So I think it's going to go okay. All right, Jelly Roll. Why did my niece say I did not want to go on the trip with her mother? So interesting. Let's take a look. I think she believed it to be true. I don't think that it was manipulative. I think it was it was an impression she had gotten. I don't know how she got the impression, but it was an impression she had gotten. Okay, and Jelly Roll, I know who you are, and you're a member of this channel in your other account, so thank you so much for that. And how did your niece get this impression? It's something that made her anxious or upset. There's a deeper story here. She has a lot of anxiety, and she is easily upset. So she may read things into things in all kinds of ways. All right. Mix you here. Michelle, nice to see you. What does Spirit, the universe, need me to know about my future life partner and finding them? Name, address, phone number. All of that would be helpful. Let's take a look and see. First of all, you need to recognize that it's possible, A. B, the person that you're going to be with needs to be fun-loving, spiritual, and youthful in their energy, not immature, but youthful. It's not anyone you've already met. And to find them, you need to believe that it's possible. You know, you've had experiences in your family life and in your relationship life and in your friendships that make it hard to believe that the kind of relationship you want is even possible. You have to be open to the possibility and see it and know it can exist. All right. Adriana Belange, nice to see you. Would I be successful with the business idea my friend Cleo suggested? Struggling to pay my bills with my day-to-day job, so need a second income. So would this business idea work as a second income for you? It's different. It would be quite a change. You would have to get through a certain amount of stuff to make it happen. But it's actually a really good idea. I would say it's worth pursuing and learning more about. Absolutely. Mystics Haven, nice to see you. I would like to have some idea of where to meet a like-minded partner. How do you meet someone who could be appropriate as a partner? What's the best way for you to do this? Well, it's not so much a where, it's a recognizing that it's possible and a healing from past hurts. There's a lot of past hurt here that you have to be careful about. So you have to kind of let that go. You have to heal. Remember the lessons, but let go of the pain, I think is what you have to do here. But where and how? Honestly, I think it could be right local to you around. It might not be someone you know, but it might be through someone you know. Let people know that you're interested in meeting people that they know, and just kind of through basic networking with friends and family. Seriously. All right, Teresa C., thanks for being a member and thanks for being a moderator. I put in an application for a pet to my landlord, and it was supposed to be done within 10 days, but 3 weeks later, and I have no response. Will it finally go through next week in my favor? Okay, will you get an answer next week? I think it is coming. I think the answer is coming. And so, yeah, it could be next week. Will it be in your favor? See, I think the landlord really doesn't want to do this. And so the landlord is looking to see if there are legal ways to deny it. If the landlord can deny it, the landlord will deny it. If the landlord discovers that it's going to be easier just to grant this, then the landlord will grant it. What do we think the landlord will discover? It could go either way because your landlord's a little slippery. But I'm leaning a little bit toward, the landlord will feel that it's unfortunate, but will likely grant it. Okay. Rosie Telser. On Friday, I applied to a job, and I hope they call me for an interview. Will I have any chance to find a job? So let's take a look at a few things here. Okay, so the job that you've just applied to, I'm not thinking is necessarily going to happen. So don't be disappointed if it doesn't. Will you be finding a job soon? Oh, yes. Absolutely, yes. It may not be till the beginning of the new year, but there's definitely a job and a decent job coming for you. Absolutely, yes. All right, and I have to say a very big thank you to Claire C., logged in now with her membership account. Thank you for being a member, and thank you for your generous super chat. Really appreciate that. Thank you. And your very kind words. I think you're awesome, too. Okay. Allie Mammon, nice to see you. I need advice from the universe and my spirit team on how to stop being tired and how to resist making self-destructive choices. Man, I hear that. Yeah. Okay, so the tiredness, when we look at the tiredness, I think there's a lot of tiredness that comes from your own inner conflict. I wonder if you're dealing with a certain amount of depression or anxiety. So look for what you can do specifically for mental health, whether that's medication or meditation, therapy or getting out in nature or journaling or whatever you need to do. Recognize that there's probably something going on for you on an emotional level, on a mental health level, on an emotional health level. Now, is that also what causes the self-destructive choices? Absolutely, yes. These two things are connected, and I think you knew that. They're connected, and it's connected. I'm not a doctor. I can't make a diagnosis, but there is something going on with you. You may be struggling with depression, anxiety, some other thing of that nature. So find a good mental health professional. I know that's hard, but do that, and I think that's going to help you. Diana Price, I'm so excited to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. We appreciate you. What will be the biggest challenge to going nomad? And for those of you who've been following along, Diana bought a van and she's going to live in it. All right. And she works online, so there's that. So what is your biggest challenge? All the things you would think it would be. Finding Wi-Fi when you need Wi-Fi. Finding the safe places to be. Where you stay when the van breaks down and needs to be fixed. All of the normal things that you would think would be a problem. Beyond that, this is actually a really great thing, and I think you're going to enjoy it. Seriously, I think you're going to have fun. It's always been, in a way, part of who you are. It makes perfect sense. All right, BB, nice to see you. I followed your advice and had a heart-to-heart with my BF about some things that are bothering me in the relationship, and I felt that it went well. Good. Good. All right. Will things now get better? So I think to some extent they will. I am afraid that the BF is kind of giving you lip service and saying what they think that you want to hear and isn't going as deep enough. So there's going to be some frustration here too, but you've started a good conversation. In the long run, there's going to be a question about how much this person is capable of in terms of your requests. So there are concerns, but I think you're on the right track. And I'm going to be really honest with you here. You're on the right track no matter what. You're on the right track to either make the relationship workable or discover that the relationship is not workable, whichever way that goes, and there's no prediction there. Whatever way that goes, you're moving forward in the right way, so it's good. You're doing a good job. All right. Santiago, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. I want to start a YouTube channel in Spanish, and I have 3 options. Fun. Which one looks better? Saints and prayers, tarot and magic, feng shui. I would say tarot and magic or feng shui, but why couldn't you put those together and just have different playlists? Handle all of that. In fact, even saints and prayers. You can put all of that together. But I think tarot and the feng shui and all of that is probably the better branding hook, if you will. Diana, I guess that still shows I'm thinking negatively instead of positively. I'll ask what the biggest advantage is next Saturday. I can already tell you, man, no rent. You can't take your apartment to the movies. You can go where you want to go. I mean, there's every advantage to it. It's such a great open thing. I love it. All right. Justine, thank you so much for being here. Again, thank you for being a member and thank you for being a moderator. We really appreciate you. With the new year fast approaching, is there any big lessons for me to bring to completion in some way before the year ends? Here we go. I think you need to recognize you've had a good year. You've had a year of a lot of growth. It has not been an easy year. But there's no big thing you need to do. You're doing big things every day. I would just say recognize how far you've come and how well you're doing and how many opportunities are presented to you for the new year. It's a beautiful thing. All right. Hey, Rasta Empress, so nice to see you. I'm a new subscriber. I've been subscribed for a while now, but due to how I work a lot, I don't have time to view your wonderful content, thank you, your content until today because I'm off. Well, thanks for spending some of your off time with us. That's perfect. Selma, nice to see you. Okay. My sister-in-law wants to pass on to my husband his late father's necklace, which has an initial, an alphabet initial on it. Should we take the chain? I think you should take the whole thing. I think you absolutely should. I think that there's a lot of energetic value to the whole thing. Absolutely. Cassia, nice to see you. Again, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member, and thanks for the super chat. Really appreciate you. Am I in the right job, or do I need to look for another? Disney doesn't pay well. I don't need park tickets. I need money. Very lost. All right. So, working for Disney doesn't pay well. I think, you can work this job until you find another, but I think you need to find another job, and I think you will find another job that pays better. So just stay there until you find a better job, but keep looking. Aria Wilson, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. What messages does my ancestor D have for me? Here we go. Aria, your message today is about how confused and upset you can be inside your head and heart, and how much hurt and pain is in there, and how you don't always know how to process that or express that or deal with that in any way that is really helpful to you. It's about your need for healing. It's about your need to let go of the things that have hurt you, to understand the things that have hurt you, to understand what they are and why they've hurt you, and how to heal. And so this ancestor is here to help you acknowledge the things that have hurt you and to help you heal. Maya, thanks so much for being here, Maya. Thanks for being a member. You're an hour and a half from Vegas. Yay. Thanks for, keep traveling safely, please. Thanks for using a members only emoji. Should you have a booth at a vendor fair at Ocean Shores in July? Let's take a look. Yeah, you should. For a lot of reasons. Yes, you should. All right. Okay, the next question I see is Charles Smith. So nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emoji. How do I find what I want? It's a good one. The first question is, do you know what you want? And I think that's the thing, is you've got images or visions of what you want, but you're not really entirely sure what you want or what's possible. So then it's hard to find it. How do you find what you want? Recognize that everything is a gray area in a lot of ways, that everything has an up and a down, and what you want does involve a sense of your own identity, a sense of community, a sense of spirituality, and a sense of being able to not fit things into just one category, but many. And so if you're searching for one thing, and what is it from the charge of the goddess? If that which you search you find not within yourself, you'll never find it without. And so a lot of what you're searching for really has to do with healing and finding it within yourself, and finding that ability to know yourself and understand yourself, and then find the people who are a part of that. All right. George, is Char honest about breaking up with me because of his disease, or is he just bullshitting me? Let's take a look. Thanks for being here. Okay, George. I mean, there are probably always larger, deeper reasons in a thing like this, but I think that a lot of it is the truth. I think George just doesn't feel like he has the capacity to have a relationship right now. I think this is a case where primarily it really isn't you, it's him. So there's that. Morgana the Great, nice to see you. What would my grandmother like to say to me? I dreamt about her twice since her passing, and she's always mad at me in the dream. So is she mad at you in spirit? She's not like mean mad at you. She just feels like you are selling yourself short. She feels like you're not seeing all that you're capable of, that you're not doing all that you're capable of, that you are settling in ways that you should not be settling. She wants you to use your brain and use your spirit more than you have been. That's what it is. Hey, Melissa Grosso, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Now that I'm a few weeks back from the work trip, I'm curious as to how it went from the card's perspective. Good. What do the cards see about how that trip went, specifically for you in your position? It was important. A lot happened. It was a lot of moving pieces, and it was hard. I mean, this was like, coming back from COVID and where it was in the world and so many things. It basically went very well. It was a lot, but you handled it well. You did a good job. And basically good. I think it's important to remember, the harder something is, the harder it is to sort of say, was it good? Was it not good? There are a lot of pieces to it. But overall, good. And you solidified yourself as a leader. So that's good too. Okay, Lit. So nice to see you here. I just overscrolled. Give me a minute. Here we go. Lit. Thanks for being here. I wonder how I could help my friend Bram other than visiting her at the hospital. What a great question. And there may be errands, there may be things that need to be done that she can't do, because of where she is. I would say, can I bring you something? Are there errands you need to have done? Are there people you need me to see for you? The practical things. Ask about helping with practical things. All right. Hey, Casey, how are you doing? Thanks for being here. Next question I see is Lisa Harmon. Nice to see you. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for the super sticker. What is the best way that I can help my eldest daughter? I don't know that she's going to let you help her. I would say believe in her, ask for what she needs, but she's complex. There's a lot going on here, and the more that you can believe in her, the more she will believe in herself. So I don't know that there's one specific thing, but she's been through a lot, and she's smart, she's capable, she's going to move forward, she is moving forward. So I think the most important thing you can give her is your belief in her good future. All right. Elizabeth Peralta, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Are my ancestors happy with the altar I put for them? Yes, and they are happier still if you use them in energy work. Not only honor them, but let them help you. Let them move their energy through yours to help you accomplish your goals. That's what they're looking for. They want to be there. They want to be present. They want to help. Okay, Casey, nice to see you. My current employer wants to meet with me with HR present. I'm just wondering what the meeting will be about and if I can trust the HR person. It's currently a very toxic environment. Oh my gosh, that's scary. I'm so sorry. All right. I think the meeting is about your job and your work. Is the current employer happy with you? There are some ways that the employer is impatient with you. And so there's going to want to be sort of going over some things. I don't know if it's going to go as far as a performance plan, but there's definitely going to be some particular things that need to go differently. Can you trust the HR person? No, not really. Not really. And so you're just going to have to listen and play the game. But the point is, yes, this is a toxic work environment. Is the work environment going to get better over time? Probably not. Is there going to be any conversation in this meeting about the toxic work environment? Perhaps, but I think it's not really going to be about that so much. So should you be looking for another job? I don't think that they're going to be really getting rid of you, but I don't think you're happy there. So is there a way you could be happy in this job? It could get better, it could get worse, it could get better, it could get worse. I would say it's fine to hang out there for now, but in the long run, you should be looking for something different. All right, Lydia, nice to see you. My friend has a question. He dreamt that a woman was doing some energetic work toward him, and she kept saying that he was finally going to be hers, so like a love spell. Was it just a dream, or is someone casting a love spell on him? I don't think someone is casting a love spell on him. I think this is his subconscious wanting the right relationship and not knowing how to attract it, so just wishing that someone else would do the work and make it happen. So I think your friend needs to look at where he's at in relationships. So Lisa, right? That's the right answer. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. All right. Okay, and Kenna, thanks for being here. All right, Rasta Empress, here's your question. How does AD Aries feel toward me currently? We had a sexual connection and I cut him off a few months ago. I dreamt that he said to me, they are not like you. Isn't that interesting? Okay. So how is he feeling about you right now? I mean, I feel like this was always more of a hookup than a relationship, if you will. And when you cut him off for the right reasons. And I think, the dream is not so much about him and what he's feeling, it's what you're feeling, that you need to be treated a certain way, and he was not going to treat you that way. And so you were right to let that go and welcome the person who is going to treat you the right way. So I don't think that the dream is about his feelings. It's about yours, and it's appropriate. Okay, Casey, will I ever find a significant other, and when will this be? Let's see. Oh, Casey, I think yes, you will. I think you have a lot of anxiety about this, and you need to let go of the anxiety. I think you will find a great person as soon as you let go all of your anxieties around all of this, around being good enough, around not finding the right person, around finding the wrong person and how that goes, letting go of things from the past. You've got a lot tied up in your head around all of this. Let that all go and you will find the right person. Oh, Claire. Okay. So what I thought is what your niece said. Okay, fair. Makes sense. Okay, Jenny, nice to see you. Why doesn't Isabel want to be my friend anymore? Oh, that's sad. I think Isabel is involving herself in some things or with some people that she knows you don't approve of. And so she doesn't even want, she doesn't want to hear about it. She wants to do what she wants to do. But the fact that she wants to do those things make her not a great candidate to be your friend. So I think you're just going your separate ways because she has different interests. And some of the things she's interested in aren't going to work for you. All right. Oh, Rasta Empress, thank you so much for the feedback. All right. In the country, should I look for a move? Not just for the sake of a move. I feel like ultimately, yes. Ultimately, a move is good, but you want to take your time and be very conscious and careful and make appropriate choices around that. Okay, Lazy Daisy's Journals, nice to see you. Will Megan be okay? All right, let's take a look. Will Megan be okay? Yeah. Yes, I think so. But not necessarily. But Megan will be okay, but Megan will do it on Megan's terms. Kenna, a few months ago I had a dream about a dead musician. We were at this beautiful place, had a conversation about how beautiful the place was. He mentioned his mother. We were smiling and laughing. What was this dream trying to tell me? I think it's about the things that you want to accomplish in life that you have not yet accomplished. That you may not be where you want to be yet. You may not be doing what you want to do yet. And you may not even know what those things are. Where do you want to be? What do you want to do? All of those things. And so I think this is about finding guidance, finding spiritual guidance to figure out what you want, where you want to be, what you want to be doing so that you can really know yourself and pursue the things that you want to pursue. And Teresa C., yes, regarding the pet, yeah. I think that the landlord's figuring out whether or not he legally has to comply with that. That's what he's looking at. Okay. Oh, Allie Mammon, thank you so much for your kind words. Okay, Karen 13. Hang on a minute. You're next. There we go. My local public social services department mailed me a case number and login info. I didn't apply for anything. Cannot get anyone on the phone. Should I worry about identity theft? What do you do with this? I think it's a weird thing. I don't think that there's a huge threat to you here, but I think you must pursue it. You must keep calling or visiting or doing something to figure this out because obviously there's a glitch and that feels weird. So you must pursue it. But I don't think like a terrible thing is happening here, but you must pursue it. Okay. Oh, nice feedback, Justine. Thank you. Katana, thanks for being here. Baby Cakes. I would also like to know what message my ancestors have for me. Baby Cakes, it's a message of empowerment. Of staying positive even in the face of difficulty, of staying strong, of being proud of your good brain. Be flexible, but really be clear about what you want and how to go get it because they're here to help you do those things. Okay, Katana, are my parents proud of how far I've come? And am I going to be happy myself? All right, let's take a look. I do think your parents are proud of you. Yes, absolutely. And in terms of your own happiness, I think sometimes you're happy, sometimes you're not. But a lot of it is about healing from the past and finding confidence in yourself. Before you find happiness, you must find confidence. So that's what you gotta work on. Oh, Karen, thank you. Casey, thank you. And Kenneth, thank you. All right. Arlette, so nice to see you. I'm starting to make new friends down in Norfolk. What do I need to know? Right? New friends are great, but also like, right? What do we need to know about these new friends? Don't trust them with too much information. Enjoy them, but keep them on a need-to-know basis until you know them better than you do. I think you can have fun with them. I think you can enjoy them, but keep your personal stuff personal as much as possible for a little while. Oh, thank you, Baby Cakes. Thanks, Katana. All right. Catherine Pierce. Are me and him compatible? What do we need to work on to make it work? Okay. Is there compatibility here? Yeah, it's not the most compatible. It's not the least compatible. You know, it's a little of both. What to work on to give it its best chance of working? You each need to take care of your own emotional health. You cannot hold each other accountable for each other's mental health. You each have to be accountable for your own mental health. And as in all relationships, you have to improve communication, and very specifically communication about money, responsibilities, who does what, who says what, who needs what. Be clear about what you need. You both need to be clear about what you need. All right. DD, nice to see you. The charge brings back great memories. Sure. Yep. Will I or can I expect to develop a relationship with a man that I like very much, but only have a friendly acquaintanceship with at this moment? So, will things go further? I don't know, man. I almost feel like you like this person very much because you don't know him well yet. I'm sorry, but that's my thought. So you can explore this and see what happens. I do see a relationship for you. I do, and I think it'll be great, but I'm not sure it's this person. So you can see where this goes, but stay open to other people as well. Jackie Masters, so nice to see you. Thanks so much for being here. Maya Turner, did I thank you for that super sticker? If I didn't, I'm thanking you now. If I did, I'm thanking you again. Thank you so much for being a member, and thank you for the super sticker. Okay, here we go. Jackie Masters, thanks for being a member. Is there a message from my ancestors and guides regarding the recent change in my life and what I should do now going forward? I welcome their guidance. All right, here we go. Their guidance is don't feel bad about this. Trust this. Trust that everything is going to go fine. And at the same time, look for what you need. Do not waste time. So trust and don't waste time. Get busy looking for what you need. You will find it. Okay, Davika Singh, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Current feelings and energies of my husband toward me. I think he's confused by you, and I think there's a certain amount of anger and frustration. It feels like the communication has not been good. I think the advice here would be to try to improve the communication. Okay, and thank you everybody for the feedback. Appreciate it. Okay. So Casey, piggybacking on your reading, you're doing the right thing. You'll have to wait and see how it goes, but I feel like you've got a good chance there for sure. Leslie Jones, nice to see you. I'm still talking with my ex to see if we can work things out and would like to know how to handle this situation better. Okay, how to handle this situation better? Don't be attached to outcome. Let go of attachment. Let the energy flow. Let the energy be what it is. Go without expectations or attachment. Communicate without expectations or attachments. That's the advice. I know that's not easy. Okay. Catherine, sorry, didn't mean to make you say ouch. Compatibility is such an interesting thing. There are some very unlikely, Catherine, there are some very unlikely couples. I think if you want to keep working on it, you should keep working on it for sure. D, a friend suggested I don't really know this person beyond very superficially. Right. Absolutely. My friends, from my perspective, I have gotten to the end of the requests. If I've accidentally missed you, I am so sorry. Please do reiterate your question. If you're here and you haven't asked a question yet, please do. It's last call for readings, y'all. Martha, nice to see you. One of my favorite groups, the Indigo Girls, is performing in the Northeast. Should I go see them in New Jersey tomorrow night, in Ithaca on Wednesday? So you know Ithaca is always going to be the coolest show, right? I mean, just because it's Ithaca. Or not at all. But let's take a look. Let's see what's best by the cards. I would just always choose Ithaca. I just would, because of Ithaca's energy. But let's see what the cards say. New Jersey, Ithaca, or not at all. Yeah, screw not at all. Go with Ithaca. For sure. Go to Ithaca. For sure. All right. Any other questions, my friends? Remember, we've got Global Tarot Circle coming up on Wednesday, 7 p.m. The link is already up. Make sure you join us then. The links to book an appointment with me and to get your ticket for StarCon and to check out my link tree are all right in the description of this video. So make sure you check those things out, please, 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 please. And if you haven't liked this video already, please do. If you're a new subscriber, thanks so much for being here. Shout out to everyone who helped out with Super Chats, Super Stickers. Big shout out to the members. I appreciate all of you. I'll be back Monday, 9:30 a.m. with your 3-card weekly reading. I will look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you all so much.